Today, I met Mahatma Gandhi. Yes, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. No, not in the dreams, but in real. I'm not lying. It isn't in my head. I'm not intuitive. Nor any of those difficult named psychological illness. I witnessed his presence in real. A white dhoti, round spectacles, a stick in his hand, and yes, a white cloth covered of his body, with a smile on his face. So the conversation goes this way. Bapu, are you real?
It is up to you to decide. There is nothing absolute in the world. I think to myself how these big people speak so intense and philosophical.
Bapu, I have a couple of things to say.
My pleasure listening to you.
So, first I'll start with my recent experience. Some months back, I watched a Marathi play on Nathuram Godse. Yes, the man who killed you. I wanted to know his voice on your murder. Of course, it wasn't justified in any sense. But some of his thoughts made me think. I do respect your thoughts and the tremendous work towards our nation. But Nathuram at least deserves to be heard and not just hated. Maybe I'm sounding like a hypocrite now.
Every human deserves the right to justify himself. And also, every individual has a right to form a judgment. You may respect some of these thoughts, and you needn't have to agree with all my thoughts and principles. And yes, Nathuram killed me that day with those 3 shots. But he murdered my body. Yet my thoughts and principles are still there in you. At least in some way. And do you really think my murder by Nathuram is of any importance to you now? And if you want to know about my life or even that of Nathuram's, you need to go deeper than what is said or written. There might be more in the history than what is being said to you.
True. The difference in ideologies will always be there. It depends on us how much we wish to dig deeper. One of the questions that I wish to ask is, when I read your autobiographical book, at one incident, when you went back to South Africa from India, you were attacked by a mob. They disagreed with your thoughts at that time. I don't exactly remember the circumstance, but they revolted violently. You almost faced a near-death experience. While reading, I was curious to know what all went through your head in those moments. How did you mentally and emotionally cope with when you and your family were attacked and so many people were against you?
Yes, it was a difficult situation. My family was with me. But among those many people who were against me, there were a handful of my friends who saved me and my family through that incident. I am grateful to them, and upon all, I believe that I was righteous. Even if I wasn't among the majority, the belief was there in my core. And this one thing is going to take you forward. Dear child, you have to believe in yourself first. Only then others will believe in you and your thoughts. It might take some time, but eventually they will.
Bapu, thank you for listening and answering all my questions. Sometime back, I did form some not so good opinions about you through what I read and listened on the surface. I apologize. But yes, as you said, I need to go deeper and also need not have to agree with you on all your thoughts and principles. I bow in front of you with reverence. One last question. How do you see our country's future, seeing it now?
I know what makes you ask this. I also know that you are quite optimistic of this current government. See, in any democracy, the future of the nation doesn't just depend on the government, rather on its citizens as well. It depends on all of you who is going to make our nation great Bharat. Democracy has to be participative and not receptive. No leaders of the nation can do wonders without its people's involvement.
I get it, Bapu. I have to absorb all these thoughts and introspect.
Yeah, I need to go now. Time for evening prayer.